language students and technology aficionados. We're back with an exciting sequel to our original video. This time focusing on the immersive world of gamification in EFL.
Prepare to discover the power of play as we investigate how gamified approaches, as well as cutting-edge artificial intelligence, can transform language acquisition.
In this video, we'll walk you through two engaging apps and gamification tactics designed to make language acquisition not just successful, but also fun. We are uncovering the secrets to improving teaching and learning results for EFL educators and students. From interactive language quests to AI-driven personalized learning experiences.
Hello, we're going to talk about ChatGPT and its use in a bilingual learning environment. But first, let's get to know some basic things about ChatGPT. First, ChatGPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Second, it was created by OpenAI, an artificial intelligence laboratory, back then in December 2015. But its use became popular in 2022 when the platform started its training process. The use of ChatGPT has revolutionized every field that has existed, especially education, and it is important to discuss the potential its use can have in bilingual learning environments. Is it that bad to use ChatGPT in a classroom, or is it good? Let's see what are some of the benefits of using it in a class. The interface or window of ChatGPT is very simple to use. You have the new chat icon to start a new conversation with the intelligence, and the chat to keep the conversation going. Having a simple and basic conversation in English. With ChatGPT, you can start a very basic conversation starting from personal information like name, age, preferences, and hobbies. And ChatGPT adjusts its level to your level so you can practice even better. Practice some writing according to some specifications given by the teacher. With ChatGPT, you can ask the intelligence to ask you questions in a specific tense or according to instructions given by the teacher, and then you can answer those questions and ask the intelligence to correct you. Prepare a dialogue or a script for speaking activities. With ChatGPT, your students can ask the intelligence to prepare a whole conversation so they can later practice it for speaking activities that you can evaluate later. With ChatGPT, you can ask your learners to check the spelling and the grammar of the text they have created, and they can receive instant feedback. or they can research any topic and find the essential information they need for whatever task you ask them to do. With ChatGPT, you can create vocabulary according to the topic you are teaching. Let's suppose you are teaching about social media or social networks. You can ask the intelligence to create a specific, basic, essential vocabulary about that topic. And then when you have that vocabulary, you can make multiple activities with it. For example, create a text with the words the intelligence suggested. And then you can fill in the blanks. You can make multiple activities with the text, with the words the intelligence gave you. Now you can ask ChatGPT to help you create other type of activities with the vocabulary about social media the intelligence created. He can give you different suggestions that are not only paper-based, but there are activities that you can do in the classroom. And also, you can create different types of text with different levels according to the topic and according to the vocabulary to make different type of activities like reading comprehension, discussion, etc.
Hello there, I'm Christy. This isn't my natural voice, thanks to artificial intelligence. I'd like to present an excellent alternative to what my teammate Maria Fernanda mentioned earlier regarding ChatGPT. You can enhance the experience she has explained earlier by combining it with a fantastic application called Artflow. Let's get started.
Today, let's dive into an awesome way to engage your students using AI from ChatGPT and gamification from an awesome application called Artflow. Here, you can find a lot of possibilities to start one story. This is our topic, creating storytelling. For example, you can start your character from scratch doing this. Example, previously I have written this description here from my creature. Here's the result. Imagine also your students creating, for example, storytelling video about some landscapes you have discussed in class. Let's say one student or some of them are fascinated by Vikings. Well, so you have presented some of the landscapes and made them inspired by this fascinating topic. First off, the student needs a text. They can write it down, of course, but why not get a little help from ChatGPT? So let's craft, we can say, we can type what we need. A voiceover for Vikings in 4 concise paragraphs, saying that they use themselves at what we want to say daily activities, including river life and wars, to be specific, and drop it up with a famous expression. We say keep each paragraph under 40 words. So here we have a lot of ideas. They say many names. Now on to visuals. For our Vikings history, we need to go here in Artflow, select Story Studio. Here we have a new story. Selecting from scratch, you have here the prompt that you're gonna place from ChatGPT. So select here the gender, and important to establish the names of our characters. Our main character is Olaf. And it's important here to describe how's the personality or some physical aspects from our character. So here we can say that he's disciplined, brave, and determined. He has, for example, prominent orange brow ridge with a link, with a, better say, long black eyes. Could be. Here, adding another character called Wigo. His strategist, calm and calculating. We can say, or we can write a little bit different characteristics. For example, broad forehead, curly and purple hair, straight eyebrows, and he's chubby. A little bit different. Well, if you have more characters, you can here add in more. And then here in the outline, you can paste what you have done before in your prompt. Well, so it's time to create the story. Click on that. It's important here to select the story format. Is vertical or horizontal? Depends on the use of your students. We prefer to use on cell phone, so here vertical. Important here, the style of your story, what type of cartoon or visual styles you want. So what if we try, for example, fantasy? Very well, continue. Very well, here we have the story characters with the prompt that I provide before. It is something here described for each one of them. So with the characteristics that I provide here, continue to the storyboard. Here appears some suggestions that I provided with a description. The color of the hair, remember, purple, curly, the physical aspects like shabby, etc., etc. So here you have many options to add from your story. Also, if you want a modification here, you can select here from the image or character you want to change some activity, if you want to add some aspects from your story or regarding the background, and click on generate. You can do some of them. When you are sure about your selection, there's the progress, creating the video, starting the percentage, and we need to be patient to wait. Well, finally, you have here the video.
In the land of Norsgard, a land of frozen beauty and untold legends, Olaf the Viking prepares for his perilous quest, his heart filled with courage and determination. Olaf's eyes narrow as he faces the challenge ahead, the air heavy with anticipation. He knows this cave guards a secret, a treasure worth risking everything for. As Olaf steps into the cavern's depths, he feels a tingling in his spine. He senses that this quest is more than a personal desire. It is a calling from his ancestors themselves. Olaf studies the riddle with a furrowed brow, feeling the weight of his ancestors' expectations on his shoulders. His journey hinges on deciphering the enigmatic words before him. Olaf and Wiggo huddle together, their minds ablaze with cunning plans and daring tactics. They know that defeating the sorcerer will require more than just brute strength. It will take true Viking wit. The wind howls around them, threatening to knock them off their feet. But Olaf and Wiggo press on. Their progress is arduous, but the treasure's allure drives them forward. Sweat glistens on their brows as Olaf and Wiggo maneuver through the labyrinth's tricks and deceptions. Every step is a test of their will and ingenuity. Olaf's veins course with ancient power as he taps into his latent magic, the energy crackling around him like lightning. He realizes he possesses a strength far greater than he ever imagined. Olaf confronts the sorcerer with unwavering determination, his muscles tense and ready for the final clash. Their clash echoes through the cave, a duel that will decide the fate of the treasure. Olaf and the sorcerer's words hang in the air, cutting through the tension. An unexpected alliance forms, their shared goal to protect the treasure and prevent its corruption. Olaf's hands tremble slightly as he holds the ancient artifact, his eyes meeting Wiggo's and the sorcerer's. They understand the immense responsibility weighing on their shoulders.
And so on. 2 minutes and 16 seconds from this amazing story that you have prompted and created the characters with the specific features that you want to get involved here. You have the option also to download the video and share. Artflow is a game changer for storytelling content. So thanks for tuning in and catch you in the next one. Thank you.
Artflow is a great application to bring creativity into presentations and change some traditional methods inside the classroom using artificial intelligence.
Hello, guys. it is a pleasure for me to present other types of activities you could use Artflow for in an EFL class. This application is perfect for boosting students' motivation and creativity in the process, and it provides multiple options for teachers to apply. Let's see the following suggestions for a bilingual learning environment.
Theme presentations. Students can make presentations about general topics such as favorite movie, favorite video game, favorite celebration. The thing is that with Artflow, you can make it in a different way. For example, let's take Christmas as the topic of favorite celebration. Let's see how we can make a simple and funny presentation about Christmas using Artflow. Step 1. You are going to go to the website artflowai.com, and when you are in the interface, you're going to click into Create New Image. Now, in the Settings panel, you are going to choose the option Portrait. Then you go to the option Actor, and there you will upload at least 10 pictures of you. It is important to understand that the pictures have to be close up, because the intelligence needs to recognize your face clearly. Then you are going to choose what style do you want the intelligence to use to design the new image, the new actor. And then you wait for the intelligence to create the final results. When the results are ready, you will see that the intelligence created different types of images with different backgrounds and settings using the pictures you uploaded. Please feel free to choose whatever pictures or whatever backgrounds you want to use for your presentation. In this case, one that is related to Christmas. Now, let's go to the video studio. When you are in there, click on Create New. There, you will be redirected to the new interface in which you will create the presentation. Now, in the video studio, you are going to give the project a new name, and then you are going to decide how many shots you are going to use for your presentation. You are going to click in the plus icon to decide how many shots you will use. Then you are going to click on a scene. In the scene, you are going to use and decide what are the pictures that you are going to use for your presentation. Remember that the topic of the presentation is favorite celebration, Christmas. When you have selected the picture that you want to use for your presentations or the pictures you are going to use for your presentation, you are going to let the intelligence to identify a face to speak in the presentation. When the intelligence identifies the face, you are going to click in the icon that says click to enable speaking animation. Now you are going to write what is the text you are going to use for the presentation, what is the content, the information that is going to be presented. There you are going to write. You can use ChatGPT or you can do the text yourself to be more personalized and more original. When you have the text ready, you have to decide what voice is going to speak all the text you wrote or all the text you created. Because this is a trial that is free, you have to choose between the two options you have left. One voice for a woman, a voice of a man. When you decide what voice you are going to use, you just add the voice, and then if your presentation has more than one shot, meaning more than one picture, you are going to do this process with every shot, with every picture. You are going to decide what other pictures you will include in the presentation. You will enable the speaking animation in every picture of every shot. Then you will create the text you want to include or the information you want to present. You will choose the voice for every shot, for every picture. And also, when you have that ready, you can add camera effects so the presentation is not stiff, it's not like still. You can add different type of effects. When all the process is ready, you will export the final result.
Hello, classmates and teacher. My name is Maria Fernanda, and I want to talk about a special holiday, Christmas. It is my favorite one, and it is international. Christmas is in December, and it is the most important celebration of the month. You give and get gifts. The Christmas tree isona of the main symbols of the celebration.
Let's see another example of a theme presentation using Artflow. What about a presentation about the students' hometowns? It is an interesting activity because it connects students with their roots and with the context they are surrounded by. It also helps the students because they will be even more involved since they will be as if they were giving a tour to someone that is not from their hometown. So let's see how we can make a presentation about my hometown using Artflow, but now with some new things. Let's check. 1. For the presentation, you need to have ready elements that you will include. In this presentation, we have two new things. First, we are going to include pictures, real pictures of us or the student in their hometown, and it is important that they have to appear in the picture. And second, we are going to use real audio, the real voice of the student, because we are not going to use the suggested voices the intelligence has. So when you have all those elements ready, you are going to upload them to the platform. Now you go to Artflow and then you go to Video Studio. This process is not new for you. Then you are going to click on Create New Project, Create New Video. Then you go to the Video Studio now. You are going to decide how many shots you are going to use for the presentation, and then you click on Scene. On Scene, you are going to upload the pictures you selected for the presentation, the pictures of your hometown. You are going to upload it into the platform. When you have the pictures ready, you are going to select the picture and you let the intelligence identify the phrase that is going to speak in the presentation. Always remember to click in Enable Speaking Animation. Remember that we are going to include audios, real audios of the real voices of the person that is going to present. Then you are going to write the text in the part of the dialogue that is the same text of the audio. This will help create subtitles. When you have the pictures and the shots ready, you are going to do the process of enabling the speaking animation on every picture, and you are going to add the audios that go with every picture. Also, you are going to write the text that is like the script of the audios that will be the subtitles for every shot and for every picture. Then you are going to add the camera effects that will be added in every shot so the presentation has more character, more movement, let's say. And finally, when you have all that ready, you are going to click on Export.
Hello classmates and teacher, my name is Maria Fernanda and I'm going to talk about my hometown Valledupar. Valledupar is in the north part of Colombia and it is the capital of Cesar. The vallenato is one of the cultural symbols of the city. The Guatapuri River is one of the main landmarks of the city and it is beautiful.
And that's all, language learners and game changers. We've harnessed the power of play and dived deep into the intriguing world of gamification and artificial intelligence as they collide to define the future of EFL education.
Your thoughts and experiences are valuable, so please share them in the comment section below. How do you see gamification, and is artificial intelligence improving your language learning journey? Give me your thoughts.
Don't forget to give us thumbs up, subscribe, and press the notify button so you don't miss any of our recommendations from the world of education and technology.